Welcome to the TUE Brew Review. This week we are checking out Nickel Bar Cream Ale. So this is brewed by Solemn Oath Brewery, which is in the Chicagoland Western Burbs out in Naperville, but it is brewed for the Wandawega Historical Society. Apparently there is a camping resort called Lake Wandawega. It's up in Walworth County, which is southeastern Wisconsin. I guess it's a very rustic, undeveloped camping area that us Flatlanders love to flock to on the weekends and go up and spend all our time and money up in the great state of Wisconsin. So this beer is lovingly brewed by Illinoisans, but for this particular campground. So I was actually doing a little bit of research on the campground. Kind of funny, they actually have a what they call a manifesto of low expectations, because when they say rustic, they mean rustic. I mean, no Wi-Fi's or showers. I guess they have some cabins up there, but you're talking, no air conditioning, lumpy mattresses, no toilet paper. So you are indeed roughing it. But Manifesto of Low Expectations, I think that's something I asked my wife to read before she married me. Thanks, I'll be here all week. So some cool things about this beer, just like the campground itself, this is made with a nod to simpler times. So first of all, they use actual well water from the lake. Apparently that lake has a very neutral pH, which is very good for brewing beer. They also use 6-row malted barley. So malted barley basically comes in two different variations, 2-row and 6-row. A lot of the Europeans were used to 2-row. And in the 1800s, when a lot of those European and German brewers came over to the United States, started making beer, they were exposed to the 6-row malt that is prevalent here in the United States. What they found with 6-row malt is it's got a little more protein in it. It's got some dimethyl sulfide or DMS, which is kind of that creamed corn character that you'll get from some beers. It's got polyphenols. So when they were trying to make these crystal clear Euro-style lagers that they were used to, they realized the 6-row malted barley really didn't do the trick. So that's why a lot of the European brewers who came to the United States during that time started using adjuncts or cereal grains other than malted barley. Folks like Anheuser-Busch would use rice, or Frederick Miller would use corn, and that lightened up the beer and got rid of the chill haze, and away we went with the adjunct beers that remain very popular to this day. But this is old school, so this is going back to the the days before they started using adjuncts. This has all 6-row malted barley, and it's also, again, well water. And the way they carbonate it is through something called a spunding valve. It's basically a valve on the fermenter, which allows some of the gases to be released, but it also captures some of them. So this beer is naturally carbonated. So this is a very old school beer for an old school campground. So let's get into this. We got a 16-ounce can. I love the way that they've got this decorated. I love the green and yellow, kind of Green Bay Packerish look. But I like the way they've got it designed. The beer of simple pleasures. So I don't think there's any other information. Yeah, made with Wisconsin well water. That's about all the information I see on the can. Let's go ahead and figure out what's inside the can. As a cream ale would lead you to believe, we get that really nice gold, kind of a darker gold than what I would think. But again, that's probably the 6-row. You get a little of a darker gold. You get the white fizzy head. You get a little bit of head retention because, again, there's a little bit more protein in the 6-row. So it kind of holds its head retention a little bit longer than a Euro style lager. Oh yeah. So you get the nice malty, grainy, sweet malt aromatics, but I am also getting a really nice floral hop in there too. So I really like the hop presence in the aromatics. Cheers. Flavor follows: malty, grainy, sweet flavor, but I do get that nice little hop bite. So it's got some good balance. Yeah, now I can feel like that the DMS, that creamed corn character kicking in, very subtle and in a good way. Cream ales should have that DMS, very slight, that creamed corn type of flavor. But again, yeah, malty, grainy, slightly sweet, kind of gives it a nice creamy mouthfeel. And again, the carbonation, I love the natural carbonation. It's not overly fizzy, so it's got kind of a low to medium carbonation. And I think that really helps the hop finish come through. It's got this really long herbal hop finish that is quite delicious. So man, this is a great beer. I enjoy that noble hop character that they have, but it's very crushable, very easy to drink. I think it's, I didn't see it on the can, but I thought I read that it's under 5% ABV. So very much a session beer, be fantastic out on a camping trip on a warm summer day. Definitely worth checking out. So if you see it out there, pick some up. That's a Nickel Bar, cream ale from Solemn Oath Brewery out of Naperville. Nickel Bar, by the way, one of my favorite Canadian rock bands. Cheers.